But I'll go ahead and start recording this for anybody that is not on. And we will just go ahead and dive right in if I can figure out how to share my screen. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. Share screen, this one. All right, so we're going to start out for our team call. So first I want to say, is everybody on mute? If you're not, go ahead and do that. First, I want to talk about Success Club. These are our July qualifiers already. Amy Price and Nikki Jordan are just rocking it. They already have 10 plus Success Club points. That's amazing. We already have a lot of people with 5 plus, which is great. Let's shoot for 10. And then the people at the bottom are on the board. That to me says that you're working the business. It's important to you. You're interested in growing your business. So, you know, in the last 9 days or however many days of July we have, you know, think about your daily activities and what you're doing. Are you running your business like you would like one of your coaches to run theirs? Are you setting the example? Reach out to people. Reach out. You know, it says 2 to 5 people a day, but let's shoot for 5 to 10. And let's just get them involved. You guys can do this. I totally have 100% faith in everybody that we can get Success Club, get the momentum going, and let's just rock out the end of July. But great job to everybody who's already done it. That's pretty incredible numbers we have up there. So awesome job, you guys. Super Saturday. So you've seen me post about this. If you are not currently going to Super Saturday, please change your mind. Events literally change everything in your business. Seriously, just get your butt to Super Saturday. It is 4 hours. It is not going to ruin your weekend. It is going to change your business. It's going to change your life. If you're ready to build a monster wave of momentum for your business, then Super Saturday needs to be on your to-do list, especially if you aren't at Summit. For many coaches, these are like essential things. This is where their aha moment happens. It's 4 times a year. It's thousands of coaches hosting meetings at the same Saturday with the same mission. What you can kind of expect is you're going to get key training tips. They're going to share best business practices. You're going to hear new products and promotions, which we had a ton come out while we were at Summit, so we'll probably dive more into those. We're going to find out anything and everything that can drive your business forward. And the coolest part, like I just said, you're going to be able to connect with people face to face, and that is seriously invaluable. I went to Summit, had never met Lauren in person, talked to her on Zoom call after Zoom call, but literally seeing that little person, because she is very tiny, right in front of me and having this like conversation with her just like about life is totally surreal, and it's amazing, and it's just priceless. It really, really is. So it's a great way to bond with your teammates. It's a great way to get part of the live collective energy. In other words, get there. Mark it on your calendar and let's get there. I know there's some things that you just can't cancel, but if there's any way in your power to get to Super Saturday, it's going to be fun. Let's go. Shine bright like a diamond. This starts next Monday. All of the people on that board are 5-star diamonds in our upline, so they know what they are doing. If you're not currently signed up for this group, please, please, please do so. It's going to be amazing, amazing training. Every week, one of them will host a call with a different topic that's going to help project your business forward. These girls, the top line, the third one over, that's Brandy Botts. She's our like top upline. That's the millionaire. There's Lauren on there. So there's definitely people that you're going to be able to relate to. And it's just the best training ever. That's how I went diamond, was in one of these groups. And there's a reward. So I think everybody throws in $10. When Chris and I did it last time, I think there's like $5,000 or something. And all of a sudden we each had $100. So definitely get in the diamond group. Even if you are a diamond, get in there and do the training. Team Cup. So this is what we've been posting about a lot. Basically, the whole month of August is going to be a Team Cup. So basically, you get points for your team by challenge packs or by rank advancement. And it's basically just a competition among coaches. It's really fun. It's used to kind of work together with your coaches to get your team, booming, and to teach your new coaches how to hit Success Club and how you do it. So use the leadership ladder, which we're going to have a whole call about. We had a whole lecture about it at Summit. in your back office, and Leadership Ladder is actually a really cool tool. It shows you kind of where you are in your business and what you need to be doing to get to the next step. So definitely check that out. Team Cup kicks off August 1st. You can register now. There's prizes galore for the points that you earn. And if you need a team, let me know, and I will help find you one if you're not already on one. Coach Summit 2016. It is sold out. They have sold 25,000 tickets already. So that's just shows you how many people there are out there that are really wanting to be at this thing, because it's just amazing. So what you can do is you can go get on the wait list, and as people drop off, you'll move to the top. You don't want to be stuck without a ticket come next year. You can refund it till the end of this year, so definitely get on the wait list and get your ticket as soon as possible. And Gold Diggers are going to take over Nashville, and it's going to be awesome, okay? Okay. All right, so you guys have seen all of these lines of new products that were launched at Summit, and they are incredible. They are changing the whole face of our back office and our store and everything. So the Shakeology Boost, they are available now. They're under the Shakeology tab in your back office. And basically the lowdown is the focused energy is going to give you the energy you need to help get through a busy day. Not only will this boost help you feel more energized, it also supports mental clarity, alertness, and focus to help you be more productive. So that does exactly what you think it does. It could probably replace coffee. It's just extra energy. The Power Greens is going to give you between the Power Greens and a chocolate Shakeology, you're getting all of the veggies you need in one day. Because even if you think you're having enough, you probably could use a boost of greens. The full serving of greens is an exotic greens. They're loaded with vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients, which help support the body's acid-alkaline balance. Even if you think you eat a lot of veggies, chances are you don't eat enough. So you can never get enough greens. And then the Digestive Health Boost, that is going to be a unique blend of 7 grams of both soluble and insoluble fiber packed into every single scoop. So obviously we can imagine what that does for us. Helps our system. So those are the Shakeology Boosts. You add them into your Shakeology, and voila, we had the Energizer one at Summit, and it was great. Does somebody have something? Okay, Size. You guys all know this is out. This is an awesome, awesome program. This is a great thing to promote to those people that have been doing the 21-day fix for a year, and they might be getting bored. They can have Size a couple days a week, mix it up a little bit, and have a lot of fun with it. If you're not promoting Size, promote the heck out of this thing. Right now, the challenge pack is on sale for $140. The best way to promote it is to do it. So you, in your on-demand office or in your on-demand or whatever, you have the whatever thing where you can do the first program. And so my suggestion is to videotape yourself. Whether you're a rock star or you're just a hot mess like I was, tripping over myself, that is what shows people that anybody can do this. It's a real program. Anybody can get out there and just have fun with it, right? You don't have to be a professional dancer, because I am very far from that. But I did notice we have a couple of professional singers on our team when we were in Nashville. Next, we have, now I can't get back to my the performance line. Okay, and there's also a creatine one that's not in this picture. It's a little orange bottle. But this is the performance line. It is available now, and between today and August 31st, there's free shipping on Beachbody Performance. This can also be sold as part of a challenge pack as well, but basically it's kind of self-explanatory. The exercise is the pre-workout. It gives you energy to get the workout and have your best results. The hydrate is what you drink during the workout to make sure you keep hydrated. The recover is post-workout, and then the recharge is what you would have like overnight. We really could have used this at Summit, because for some reason doing Lower Fix with Autumn makes it 1,000 times harder, and none of us could walk the next day. So should we have had recharge, we may have been feeling a little better, but maybe next time. So the last new thing coming out is Hammer and Chisel, and I wanted you guys to watch this video, because when I saw this video, I literally got chills, because I think this is just going to be awesome. So here it goes.
To create a masterpiece, you need the proven expertise and the proper tools, the hammer and the chisel. Together in the hands of a master, can create a mark to be remembered for the ages. Strength, definition, unquestionable power. The masterpieces of today are not all forged in stone. They're also forged in flesh by pushing iron with sweat and grit and the techniques and precision of experience for the very first time. The secrets, the precise strategies of these masters are yours to create your own masterpiece. Two trainers collaborating for the first time to give you the ultimate physique. Sagi Kalev and Autumn Calabrese, the masters, hammer and chisel.
All right, so that's going to be pretty awesome. And when I was watching it, the first thing I thought was couples challenge, because I think that would be pretty cool to do. So there will be a one you can try out on demand in October, but the actual program will be launched this December. Fixate, you guys know that this is out. I've seen you guys posting about it. That's awesome. This is incredible, and you can buy it with the containers. So even if people aren't doing the 21-day fix, this book will be perfect for them. It has everything, literally. It has paleo, it has vegan, it has gluten-free, it has a ton of desserts, which is so cool, and I can't wait to try them. I personally am using this for prizes for my challenge groups. I know Heather bought a bunch, and I think is planning on doing the same thing. And in August, when we're under our Team Cup trying to sell a bunch of challenge packs, I'm probably going to enter everybody that orders a challenge pack into a group and maybe have like 3 drawings for a cookbook. These are very reasonably priced and worth every penny. So definitely check out Fixate if you haven't gotten it already. And now we're going to start with our little recap on Summit, and we're going to start with Jen.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Have you recovered?
I think so. I know.
I'm still a little tired.
I had a lot of sleep when we got back because we were having so much fun. So Brooke asked me just to start off by just saying a few words about some takeaways from Summit. So she asked me to come up with 3 words to kind of sum things up. So I don't know, I came up with like 7, I think. I don't know how many that ended up being, but just kind of the key takeaways. These are just kind of the main things that came to my mind when I was thinking back on Summit. So the first thing was just kindred spirits, just how incredible it was just to be around our teammates, as our goal diggers, as well as the bigger groups, Ashley's team and Lauren's team. And we may not all know each other in person, but we were just instantly kindred spirits. We have so much in common already. We're all coaches. We all have the same goals. We all pretty much have the same heart, when you're drawn into this business and drawn into being a coach. So our room, it just felt like a sorority retreat. I mean, just instantly, we all knew each other from the team calls, and, kind of took a second to be like, oh, you're a real person. This is real life. Heather and I, we met at the airport, met her at my gate when I walked off the plane. And that was fun because in this day and age, no one ever meets you when you get off the plane anymore. So, we connected at the airport. We went to the hotel, just everyone connected right away. There's just so much excitement, just an energy everywhere we went. For everything that I just had some pictures here of our workouts with Autumn and Shanti, which was just a dream come true. I saw Shailene in real life and yelled right in her face, oh my God, it's Shailene. Hi, Shailene. I was like the biggest fangirl ever. And she humored me and laughed and smiled. And we got to meet the CEO of Olive Beachbody, which was crazy. We got to go rub elbows with him. I was lucky enough to be invited as a guest to the Success Club party and got to go. We met Carl, and I will tell you for next year, I'm definitely going to be gunning to get invited to these exclusive parties because people got pictures with celebrity trainers and all of these top people. So that itself is definitely some motivation to really hit it hard this next year for Summit. And just one thing that we kept hearing a lot about, used across all of the different speakers, was just to have a servant's heart. And it just reminded me, we're not selling things here. We're sharing, not selling. So all you do is just share your story, share your workout, share the supplement, share your Shakeology. And because sometimes I feel kind of weird. I think, oh, I don't want to sell stuff. I get so annoyed, when I see people like trying to sell stuff on Facebook, but we're not selling things. We're helping people. We're helping other people with their stories and their journeys and their transformations, and we're guiding them. So just to have that top of mind, to keep that perspective as having a servant's heart to really help people. So those are my key takeaways.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen. And yes, Autumn was that close to us. I think we were in like the 5th row. And then we'll get into Shanti later. Next up is Kristen.
All right, I'm going to start my timer so that I have to keep up with my 5 minutes. All right, so one of the big things that I took away was Janelle Summers did a really good job of doing kind of social media, and you guys all know that I love social media, so this was like a big thing for me. And one of the things she talked about was creating your brand. So we are, we're running our own business. We are not marketing ourselves to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or every Sally, Susie, and sorry, Suze, and Sarah. I don't know. But, you need to think about who you're trying to create your market for. Who are you trying to reach with your posts? Who are you trying to reach in your challenge groups? Who do you want to be on your team? So you're creating your own brand. So the first thing is you plus who you attract equals your brand. So the people that you're trying to attract, those are the people that you want to be marketing yourself to. Those are the people that you want to be sharing your ideas and trying to connect with, blowing their mind with value. So, we're all posting every single day, and it's sort of a quality over quantity thing. If you're posting 5 posts that are just, okay, versus somebody who's posting 2 really good, valuable posts where people can take something away from that, the people who are, posting those valuable things are going to end up getting more followers in the end. So really make sure you're trying to add value to people's lives, give them recipes, give them a link to your Fit page, share things that you would want to read instead of just posting things just for the sake of posting. Easing their mind with relatability. We all, like Brooke said, we all think that Lauren is like this superstar, which she is. She's awesome. But she's just like you and me. She's like every single one of us. And that was one of my big takeaways from the weekend, is realizing that there is absolutely no reason that any one of us couldn't be up there on that stage next year. Every single one of those ladies and every single one of those men are just like all of us. So, be relatable, and people are going to follow you. They want to see that, it is possible. If you seem like you live this superstar lifestyle, they're going to think that they can never be that way. So really seeing those people up on stage was super cool, and being, I left there 100% being like, there is no reason that I can't be up there next year. And that's the same thing for all of you guys. Staging your pictures and videos. So think about where you take the most of your pictures, and are those the most eye-catching? Are those the most appealing to people's eyes? Maybe if you're doing your size video, get outside to the playground and have your kids in the background, or take your shake pictures outside. Light pictures are going to be more attracting to people's eyes than your basement pictures or, a dark room. I know a lot of the top leaders have like a selfie corner in their house where they have it set up and it's always clean and it's always neat and tidy. So that's going to be one of my next things, is getting a selfie corner so I can just go there and it always looks super fashionable and neat and nice, and I'll trick everyone. And then recycle and reuse content. So this is, kind of goes with work smarter, not harder. You're getting new followers all the time. Recycle that content, reuse, move those things around. Now, I'm not saying post the exact same thing, but if you've posted a favorite recipe before, post it again, with a different kind of spiel about it. There's no reason that you have to be coming up with something new every single day and reinventing the wheel. So go back to those Instagram posts, go back to your Facebook posts from a year ago, or 6 months ago, and don't use those stock photo ones that we all started with. Once your posts started getting really good, go ahead and reuse those and use that content again. Personal development. This is burnt into my brain, and every single speaker that we listened to this weekend, this was the common point that they had. You have to, work on you before you can help others work on themselves. And so personal development is a huge part of creating your brand. You want to be positive. You want to be enlightening. You want to be somebody that people want to follow. But if you're not working on yourself, people are going to know that, and they're not going to believe in you. Social media training. So choose, your avenue of social media and kind of go with that. So for me personally right now is Facebook. I still am trying to get into Instagram. So that's where I'm spending my time training for social media is with Instagram. I know Heather has been doing some Pinterest stuff. There's tons and tons and tons of free social media training out there. You don't have to pay for them. I know Shalene does a bunch of social media trainings, Instagram, time management, all sorts of things. So just look them up and see what you can find, and that's going to help with creating your brand. And then the last thing is have patience and take time to develop. So the thing that kind of sticks out in my mind is she showed this little stump, and it was just a stump, and she says that there was a seed planted in there. So you plant your seed for your business to grow, and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. You're taking care of it. You're constantly watering it. You're constantly nourishing it. And then all of a sudden, a teeny tiny little leaf comes out of that stump with, just a leaf. And you're like, ooh, fun. If you decide to stop watering it at that point and stop nourishing it, that leaf is going to die. So you need to keep that leaf growing and growing until you have your forest, which is going to be your business. So, constantly keep nourishing your business, stay consistent, work on yourself, and think about who you want to attract and keep those like-minded people in your circle of friends. That's it.
Perfect. And so does everyone know what we mean by your brand? Yes, everyone knows? Okay, cool. All right, next is Nikki.
Hello. I just want to start by saying if there's anything you can do for yourself next year, it would be get to Summit. I'm going to talk about building strong relationships with your challengers and coaches and team because this is something that's really near and dear to my heart. Being a teacher and a sorority girl and whatever you are and I am, the relationships that we build in this business are everything in this business. Just like Kristen just said, you've got to keep nourishing your business, and this is how you do it. You do it with cultivating those relationships. My slides, I'm sorry, I don't know how they got out of order, but.
Oh, is this one first?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So the building and the cultivating relationships, number one, most important thing is the relationship with yourself. Kristen just touched on it. I know that if you're growing this thing, you're growing you. The minute that you stop growing you, that's when we get that negative mentality, and you can hear people say, I know that they're not doing personal development because I can hear the negativity in their voice, or I can hear, that's when they're not getting those SC points. That's when they're not changing lives. And knowing your why, living it, and sharing it with others is how you utilize that personal development that you're gleaning from every day. Brooke is also going to talk about it with your story. That's part of your why. Second thing, be unapologetically living and sharing your why. That is the mark of a true leader. If you follow Lauren Mayeski, our upline, she just had a really amazing post about how transparent she is, that she is unapologetically, a real person, like Kristen just said. And being that vulnerable and showing that helps people come to you, flock to you, want to be around you. And it builds the relationship better than, like Kristen just said, perfection, which we all know does not exist because life is life. Number 3, leadership is not a position, it is a responsibility. You all that are moms, you all that are teachers, you all know this. Being a leader means that you have to create a safe, trusting environment for everyone, for every situation. That means they have to know that they can trust you because of your actions, not because of what you say. How often do you say, don't do that, but they do it because they saw you do it? Really, really huge takeaway that leadership is not a position, it's a responsibility, because that was something that I thought about in my classroom, I thought about in my life, but I never thought about as a business person. And it's probably the biggest thing that you have to do. They told us a really awesome story. One of the speakers did. His name is Simon Sinek. He also does TED Talks, and he has an amazing book that is called I will get you that amazing book title, but I would highly suggest watching him. He says that in certain military branches, especially the Marine Corps, which I don't know if you know, but is one of the tightest branches of the military, they have a rule that the officers or the highest ranking officials eat last. All of their grunts, all their, privates, whatever you want to call them, eat first. And that's a choice that the officers have made. And it's because they know that they are giving of themselves to the point where they need to show that recognition for them, that them taking a step back, even though they definitely don't have to and could eat ahead of any of those men, fills them up. It fills them up so full. And he made a comment that at one point an officer was at the end of the line and they'd actually run out of food. And all of those men that went in front of him had full plates. They take one spoonful from each of their plates, and that officer had more on his plate than any of the other men, and they all ate. That is what you need to do in this business. Fill other people up, and it will come back to you. The fourth and final thing about building and cultivating relationships is the feel, felt, found formula. Thank you, Brooke, for this, because it is amazing. When in doubt, it makes everything personal. You tell them, I feel for you. I feel what you're bringing to me, especially if someone comes to you with a no, right? I feel what you're saying. I understand, and I've felt this way in the past about it, and I've found that this is something that works for me. Sorry, I'm like trying to get it all in because it was just so much and so amazing. So my next slide is about recognition and celebration, which being a leader just kind of goes right into that, because you make these relationships personal and meaningful. You make this recognition and celebration that these small things that your team or your challengers or your coaches are doing, and it's going to come back to you. It's just that servant's heart. It's gold. It's gold. Number one, making it personal and meaningful. It's better to know, the better you know the person, the easier it is. So building that relationship and knowing them, it's going to make it easier for you. So be an active listener. Ask questions to help you understand about that person. Number two is celebrate and recognize everything. Nothing is too small, because you never know what's really going to reach that person, what's really going to touch them, and you never know what that the day is that they really need to hear that one thing you're going to tell them, that they say, this is it, line in the sand. This business is for me. I'm going diamond. And they do it in 24 days, like the man did on, Scotty Hobbs' team in California, 24 days, and he went diamond because he just said, done, I'm doing it. So nothing is too small. Fill those buckets full with that servant's heart that you're building from all of your personal development. Number three, final thing. I know I'm going so fast, and I'm sorry, but I just have so much stuff.
Nikki, you can take your time.
Okay, I'm like trying to get through it because I don't know how long I have. I should have set my timer like you, Kristen. The third thing, the different types of people. This is the different types of recognition that you are going to have to familiarize yourself with. And also, it goes hand in hand with a different kind of communicators that are out there. You have all types of communicators, and they appreciate different kinds of recognition. One size never fits all for this. The heartfelt note from you could be 10,000 times better than the most beautiful, graphic that you've ever created for them, and putting it in Brandy Botts' group, and having 1,000 comments about how awesome they are. That might not be their thing. That spotlight might not be their thing. But that little trinket that was $1 but has their initial on it, they're over the moon for that, because every time they see it on their keychain, it reminds them of you, and it reminds them of your servant heart and you filling them up. So that, I would say, recognition is key, because it shows that you're seeing the value in them, and that will help them show you the value that they really have and believe in themselves. Go to Summit.
That's great, Nikki. Thank you. And then, like Nikki mentioned, I really have been trying to develop my story over the past couple months, so that I can share it, because I don't really have a rags to riches story like a lot of people do. My life was okay before Beachbody. Of course, there's parts of my life that have gotten tenfold better because of Beachbody, but I was doing okay before. So for me, developing my story and trying to come up with it, you saw it a little bit on the last call. I've really been trying to work hard with that. So the whole section on developing your story really kind of hit home for me, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So what is your Beachbody story? And most of the time that's going to start with one of these three things, and over time it can definitely evolve into all three of them. It can be any certain combination of them, or just the one. So some people have a financial story, some people have a physical story, and some people have an emotional story. So ask yourself, say, have you ever struggled with self-confidence? I have. So there's kind of like an emotional story for me. Have you ever had a physical transformation? I have had that too. So there's kind of like a physical story, and then have you ever struggled with debt, lived paycheck to paycheck? And a lot of people have the financial story. They're really here, and this is the first time they've had savings, or they've been out of debt, or they've been able to just pay off a car. So trials can become your triumphs, your struggle into your story, your adversity into your advantage, and your mess into your message. And I really want you guys to picture that in your head, because really these are amazing things to post about. When I read this, I actually wrote it on my board so that I have it in front of me when I'm developing my post. Your trials into your triumphs. And what they said, because everybody wants to see that you're not perfect. You don't live a perfect life. You have trials. But what you do is you have triumph from those. So when you have something go wrong, figure out how to fix it and then post about it. You know what I mean? And what you learned from the situation. Your struggle into your story, because people want to hear that you struggled. They want to hear that you did great, and definitely don't hide that. Share your successes as well, but make sure you're showing the struggle you had to get there. You had top coaches quit, you had this happen and this happened and this happened, but you know what? Now I'm a diamond. And so, make sure people see the struggle along the way, and that it wasn't just a perfect path. Your adversity into your advantage. So anything that you have that's, different, that makes you who you are, make that your advantage, because that makes you unique, and it sets you apart from all the other coaches out there. Because people, I know you guys have heard this a million times, they're not buying a product. They're buying you, because they can go to Beachbody.com and buy the product. But here, we're selling ourselves, because we're sharing how this happened. And we want people to say, oh, I can relate to that. That's happened to me. So that kind of turns into turn your mess into your message. So you know, you come home from work and your house is a disaster and kitchen is a mess and you need to cook dinner, you know, make that your message. Make that it's okay. It's okay. That's normal. That's how life is. Life gets in the way. I had a couple people reach out to me today and say, you know, they haven't really kept up with the challenge group too much. They want to get in the next one, and that's fine. Like, life happens, you know, so turn your mess into your message. And that really, I feel like, is an awesome little phrase. So definitely take note of that. And then how are you going to tell your story? So you're going to have your subject of your story. You're going to have the when, the what, and the how. And then you're going to use breadcrumbing method. So basically what they're saying is you don't want to just make a Facebook post one night, of course, because that's when most people are looking, that just goes and has, you know, word vomit all over the screen, and there's your whole story. It's out there and everybody reads it and it's done. You want to give small pieces of your story that keeps people interested, it keeps them engaged, and it keeps them wanting more. So you just put out little pieces of your story, and a little story here and a little story there and a little story there, that keeps people coming back to your page to see what's next, because they can't wait to hear what the next part of your story is. And when you're getting ready to post stuff or share your story, think about it. Think like, can this inspire somebody? Can this make a difference? Is it going to make a difference? And then also, am I being real? Because there's nothing worse, and people can read right through the fakeness, than somebody trying to be somebody else. So be real, be you, be inspirational, and, you know, put stuff out there that's going to make a difference in someone's life. And then what do you do with your story, right? Because this is awkward and it's unfamiliar territory and it's uncomfortable when you first start doing it. So you want to tell it. You want to practice telling it. Film yourself. Go in the mirror, you know, selfie, whatever, video. And I will say, Kristen brought up selfies, and all I can think about is Nashville had to be like the selfie capital of the world last week. I mean, there was just everywhere you turn, selfie, 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 and it was awesome. And I had a selfie stick and didn't even pull it out. So practice telling your story. Film yourself. It does not have to be perfect at all, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get sharing it, and it makes it more believable. So share it with a success partner. You can share it with me. You can share it with your upline coach. You can share it on a team call, and maybe, in fact, we'll start doing that and having somebody share their story at the beginning of our team calls. And then you want to share it on social media once you're comfortable, or at a Super Saturday event. But at the end of the day, you need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because everything awesome happens outside your comfort zone. So the art of storytelling. So like I touched on this a little bit, but you want to reveal it in chapters with the when, the what, the how. You want to get comfortable, really, really comfortable with one aspect of your story and share that. Then get comfortable with another aspect and share that. And you want to make sure you have a couple short stories on hand, because if you're with a bunch of grandparents, you might have a different story than if you're with a bunch of people you went to college with. Okay, so make sure you have a couple different stories to share with the different audiences, and then have a clear beginning and end and segue back to your topic or the point that you're trying to get across as far as Beachbody is concerned. And then just some tips: don't strive to be perfect. Perfect is boring, right? Because of perfect people, who wants to follow a perfect person? They're not doing anything fun. They're not messing up. Their hair is never a mess. They just look perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's crazy. So it's robotic and it's alienating. So don't try to be perfect. No one's perfect. And like I said earlier, it's okay to share about the successes, but don't omit the part that got you there. Get comfortable sharing your story. Make sure it's not always the same story. Be transparent. Share how you're learning from your story, and then always tie it back to how Beachbody played a part in that story. So I'm going to do a little call to action homework for everybody. I'm going to post something in Goal Diggers, and everybody, if you would, I want you to just make a short 1-minute video, 1 minute, that's not long, about your story. Go stand in your mirror and tell us a part of your story, and we can start helping you, and we can help each other. And having because that's also going to help us get to know each other, right? So if someone tells us their story, and then all of a sudden I'm talking to somebody who would really relate to that person, hello, I'm going to get on a 3-way and let's bring that person in that they were really going to relate to. So let's get working on our stories, and that's going to be really cool. And I just cannot say enough about Summit. I really hope you guys are all there next year. It was amazing. I had to make a little picture collage too, because honestly, for me, Summit was totally full circle, okay? I started this whole Beachbody journey a 1.5 years ago with T25. So at the bottom picture, like, I got to touch Shanti. That was just like the most amazing thing. We did a workout in a room with Shanti. I love him. I'm obsessed with him. So it totally came full circle. I was with my friends. I consider you guys family. Like, I really, really do. You know, we had a ton of fun. We went out on Broadway. We went to bars. We listened to Heather and Nikki just like have the crowd going crazy at the karaoke bar. Like, I'm so jealous, and I will never do karaoke in Nashville because these people are no joke. But I mean, and then like I met Lauren, and like I said, like meeting her was just like, oh my God, you're like real, you know? And her husband came and surprised her, and he's totally normal and real too, you know? So it was really cool. And then, you know, I met Stephanie Cram, who is someone that's always so inspiring and energetic and fit for us. So it's just so, and she is so short and so cute. So it's so fun to just really meet these people in person and realize that all these people are real, you know, and all these people are really trying to inspire everyone else. So, you know, after you have your brand, after you have your story, after you've built relationships, Heather's going to come in and talk about consistency. So Heather, take it away.
Okay, so sorry my slides aren't as pretty, and I didn't collect any pictures for y'all to see. I guess I was just really excited about getting down to business. Like, Summit was amazing. Like, my head and my heart were just so full that I just couldn't wait to get back home and put it all to action. I know we had a great time, and I didn't want to leave, but at the same time I wanted to leave so I could get back to work. So, consistency. A lot of the things that I'm going to talk about, Brooke has said, Kristen said, Jen said, Nikki said, but these are all things that are super, super important, and things that are, you have to be consistent for your business to work. So, like, I don't know if you can see underneath consistency, it says there is no secret sauce. You have to work for this. You have to do these things. And I forgot to start my timer. So maintain consistency in your daily behaviors. So your daily behaviors are Facebook or whatever social media that you feel comfortable with. Maybe there's, you know, Facebook and Instagram or Pinterest. Your training. Training can be, you know, your personal development. It can be a video that you watch. It could be one of these calls that are recorded that you go back and you watch again. Your follow-ups and your relationships. These are things that you need to do every day. You need to be consistent in your personal growth and development. This is something that I struggle with, but every time I do sit down and read, I feel so much better. It's hard for me to get the reading in because I am a super busy mom and work a few jobs, but it's something that's super important that needs to be done every day. So I have made a commitment to myself to do it for a minimum of 10 minutes every day. Be consistent in team calls. Get on the team calls every week, every other week, however often they have them. This is free training. We don't have to pay for them. Nobody's making you get on these calls, but if you want to be successful, you need to get on these calls. It's like, do a get started right call with every new coach. Don't skip over one because you already think that she or he is going to be a rock star. Do it with every single coach. Build relationships. You need to build relationships every day. Maintain these relationships every day. You can't just pick and choose what day you want to be somebody's friend. You have to be their friend all the time. Connect with new people every day. Like Brooke said, you know, we strive for 3 to 5, but why not do 5 to 10? Go for the gold. Your follow-ups. Follow up with people every day, because the people that you're talking to this month are not the people that are going to buy their challenge packs from you this month. Those are the people that you're going to need to follow up with next week and next month. And they may be ready next month. It needs to be on their own time. So continue with those follow-ups. Creating and supporting a team environment. Brooke kind of pushed me a little early, but I think she was right. I was ready to go to start my team page and to have a team environment. and have that support system. And it forces you to be a leader. I haven't started team calls yet because Brooks are so awesome. But that goes into my next point, duplication. This business works on duplication. If you see another coach posting something about size or about 21-day fix or about giving away the Fixate cookbook, you can, copy and paste what they put your own spin on it, put some of your own words in there or your little own emojis, and reuse it. What works, and there's no shame in borrowing something that someone else had posted. Be consistent in hitting Success Club every month. Even if just Success Club 5, it still means that you're successful. I had a little percentage. Oh, okay. Coaches who hit Success Club 5 in all 12 months of their business in 2014 earned 23 times more money than coaches who did not consistently hit it. 23 times. That's a lot. That's huge. So imagine if you're hitting Success Club 10 or 15 every month, how much more money you would make. But even at Success Club 5, you're making 23 times more than people that are not consistent in hitting that. And a list of no matter what's every day, which I think the next slide is the no matter what's.
Oh, I don't know that I have your other slide. So you'll have to talk from nothing.
That's okay. I have them right here in front of me. So, okay. The no matter what's, these are things that you need to do every single day. Invite and connect, which ironically is one of our vital behaviors. And be inviting people to your challenge group, inviting people to, try the new Shakeology boost. Be a product of the product, which again is one of our vital behaviors. But if you're a product of the product, people are going to see that it works for you, and if they've made that connection with you, then they're going to want to do the same thing that you did. And personal development, again, is one of our vital behaviors. And if y'all are noticing, we're all repeating the same things because these things are very important. 2 to 3 quality posts on social media every day. Not just any posts like, oh, I just got out of the shower, my hair's wet. No, like quality posts, like Brooke was saying, share your story, know your story and tell it. Set and review your calendar. Plan out your whole week, plan out your whole month, review it every day, make checklists, mark them off. This will help you keep organized and track your business. Brooke provided me with a Google Doc or
Heather, you there? Heather? Okay, well, we'll just go on, and if she comes back, she can pick up where she left off. Oh, you there?
Oh, yes, I'm still here. Did you lose me?
Yeah.
Oh no, where did you lose me at?
The Google Doc.
Oh, okay, good. Not too far then. Yes, Brooke's Google Doc, her spreadsheet where she tracks her business.
All right, that seems to be freezing. So we will move on to the next thing, and she can come in when she gets back. So Carl talked a lot, and he is like a ball of energy, and he is so cool. He's also short too. Now I'm tall, but he is pretty tiny, right, girls? Okay, so his goal this year, we currently have 330,000 Beachbody coaches. He wants to have, by the end of 2015, 1 million. So that's 3 times what we have right now. So honestly, we are here, we're at the beginning. His goal for Beachbody overall is for everyone to have a Beachbody coach. And can you imagine a world where everybody had somebody that was like looking out for them and wanting the best for you. That sounds like a really awesome world. So that's a really cool goal, and that's one of Carl's. His long-term goal is 5 million coaches. So if there's 330, we're one of those. We are way in the beginning of this whole thing. Like, the opportunity here is endless. Like Kristen said, there is plenty of room to do anything you want in this business. And that is one thing that Summit really does, is it paints the picture and it shows you, you know, the opportunities are endless. I did throw in Goal Diggers team goals because I said them on my video where I was dancing around in my office. If you saw when we were ranked 119 out of 330,000 coaches, that's pretty freaking amazing. And I heard if you write them down, you write down your goals, then you're even more accountable. So now I've said them out loud, I've danced them, and I want to write them down for our team because you guys, I have so much confidence in every single person on this team, and I have no doubt in my mind, and this is a big, big goal, that we can be an elite team by the end of 2015 and a top 100 team. So those are the goals for us and what, you know, we're pushing for as a team. So some quick little notes is finish July strong. Use, you know, we talked about 21 Day Fix. The challenge packs, they're on sale for $140. It's been 2 months in a row, so I don't think it's going to happen again. I don't know, since it's the Team Cup. The Kickstart challenge pack is on sale for $180. Size is also $140. Use Size and Fixate to help promote your business. The SC earners this month are going to get wear and share, so you get your mug, your bottle, your tote bag. Wear this stuff everywhere. Anytime I go anywhere, I have my Shakeology thing, and people are like, what is that Shakeology stuff? But it's a great way for people to ask questions. You know, today I dropped Ryan off at camp, and I had my 21 Day Fix tank top on. You know, people see, who knows what's going to happen. If I didn't nail it home hard enough, get to Super Saturday, get to the events. The events really make it real, right? Because we can only, everything's great on Facebook and on Zoom and on everything, but in person, giving somebody a hug is priceless. Get on a Team Cup team. That is going to push your business forward, and record a 1-minute video. And then also, a lot of you, I added you to the playbook this week. That's just another option in addition to the Fit Force training. If you choose to use that for your coaches, it's kind of just a different format. Coming up in August, we have our size test group on August 3rd that we can run as a team, because I'm not sure how many people we're going to have. And then I will also be running an Any Program Challenge on August 3rd. If you have people and you aren't ready to run your own challenge group, your Upline Diamond should have a group for you to put people in. If not, you can definitely come in mine. In August 10th, Millie has volunteered to run the Move It in August challenge again. This is a free challenge. We did it in May, and it was awesome. It was so active. It was great. Millie did a really awesome job, so I've asked her to do it again. So that will be great. And everybody, new coaches especially, this is a great chance to advertise and get people there. We all want to aim to hit Success Club by the middle of the month so that we can work on our business the second half of the month. Those team calls are listed. Put those on your calendar. One of them's my husband's birthday, but I will be on. You know what I mean? Just put them on your calendar and do what it takes to get there. The week of August 16th, we'll run a Push to Emerald group so that everybody sitting at coach status right now can go Emerald. Emerald is the first big, huge milestone in your business, and it makes it real. So let's do it. Let's do Emerald. August 25th to the 27th will be our next week in the coaching group. If you want to run one at any other time during the month, you're welcome to do that. I have the template in the Goal Diggers file, but that's the next one that I will be running. And if anybody has anything else to add to August, definitely let me know. So I hope you guys kind of got a little glimpse into what Summit was like. Now you're probably like, well, what do I do from here? Brooke seems really excited. So first of all, everybody get excited, because we have all these freaking new products. Everything is amazing. But here's what I would do. I listened to Lauren's call this morning, and I'm basically taking word for word what she said to do. The first thing you want to do is get organized. Get your business organized. Plan out your next 3 months. And that's what I'm going to do for myself, for my business, and I'm going to do for Goal Digger. So in the next week or two, you'll see a calendar for August, September, October. Because if we're going to be elite, we have to be elite by November. So we've got to push hard for the next 3.5 months. So sit down and analyze your business. make sure you're doing the activities that you want your coaches to be doing. Everybody on this call is a leader, and everybody could have a new coach tomorrow, which makes you a leader of a team. So make sure you're doing what you want your coaches to be doing, and make sure you're helping your personally sponsored coaches hit Success Club. Teach them what you're doing. Get them on the call with some of our Success Club rock stars. Figure out what it is, and you know, hit Success Club. It just really is non-negotiable. For me personally, I'm willing to work with people one-on-one. I do my one-on-one calls at the beginning of the month, but you walk, I'll walk, you run, you run. If anybody's ready to sprint, I'll sprint with you. Your coaches are here for you. That's what we're here for, and that's what this team's all about. So make a list of things that you know, you're going to do, and go to leadership activities and see if go to the leadership ladder and see if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So there's coach status, and then there's like team leader, I think, and then, you know, it just goes up. So if you want to move up, make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing to do that. Map out your activities for the next 3 months. I said that. So organize yourself, pay attention to your data, know the orders that are coming in. And when you're making a sale, make sure you know that order is coming through, that it's shipped out, that your customer's happy, that you send them a little Shakeology thing, so that they, you know, love it, obviously. Come up with a system to keep track of all of that. You know, some people are pen and paper people. Like Heather said, I have a Google Doc. That's how I keep track of prospects, customers, all of that kind of stuff. And set up calls with your coaches at the beginning of the month, always. Set up calls, set goals. Google is your best friend. YouTube is your best friend. There is millions of videos and information on the web that can help you with any part of your business that you have questions about or would like to learn more about. Let's see here. Okay, so this is a big one that she said today, and it like really hit home because I kind of have felt like I was doing something wrong. But find coaches in this business that inspire you. Honestly, I am not going to lie. There is a coach in this business that inspires me, and I check her page every single day, and I post the same thing she does all the time. Okay, so this is what Lauren says. Find the coaches that inspire you, that talk like you, that post the same stuff, that have the same kind of lifestyle that you have. Get a planner, write down what they post about, what time they post it, and then next month you do the same thing. You know, so if they post about their kids in the morning, then you'll post about your kids in the morning. If they post a recipe at noon, then you post a recipe at noon. If they post about their workout at night, then you post a recipe or a workout at night. So just do what the coaches are doing. You know, it is a duplicatable business. Find someone that speaks to you and do it. Just do what they're doing. There's no need to reinvent the wheel at all. But you have to do the behind the scenes work. You can't just sit back and hope that people see your posts. Make sure you're building the relationships like Nikki said. You're going to their pages and you're commenting on their pictures. But get organized, set a plan, know your coaches, know your data, and get to work and be excited because this is so much fun. Like, thank you, Nikki. I love it. Nikki is so awesome. It's so fun, and being around all these people, I mean, it's like fire burning. Like, I can't sleep because my head is just like, so many ideas and so much stuff. So if you guys want one-on-ones, I'm up all night. Let's take a picture real quick, and then if anybody has questions, everybody smile. All right. Does anybody have any questions or anything about anything, Summit, or any of the topics, or any of the new products? There's so many new ones. Yes?
I do.
Go.
When you're saying you want to be an elite team, what does that mean? I mean, I know elite coaches. What does it mean for the elite team?
That we would be an elite team. That if we have 5 diamonds on the team, then we'd be an elite team.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that meant. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. Okay.
Yep. Anyone else?
How many do we have now?
2 lifetime.
Okay. All right, 3 more. Okay.
But we need 5 active all at the same time. No, we have 3 lifetime. 3 lifetime. Anybody else have any questions, Nikki?
Yes. I know that you said that we need to familiarize ourselves with the success ladder, and that will tell us what exactly we need to do, like along with the 3 vital behaviors and
Yep.
all the other awesome stuff on
Exactly.
the
It'll tell you what you're doing. I haven't used it yet. I am going to look at it tomorrow. And I will do a whole call on that. But I think it has like, okay, if you're a coach and you're looking to get to the next level, you need to reach out to a certain amount of people.
Right.
Then when you're at the next level, it'll be like, you need to spend this amount of your time working with your coaches. You need to spend this amount of time doing trainings. You need to spend, that kind of stuff.
Right. Perfect.
It really kind of like details it almost more than just.
Than the business tracker does.
Right.
Okay. So it hones in on, like you're saying, the specific activities and the time allotted.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And one more.
Go for it.
If I know that you said that we can goal set with you, we can goal set with our success partner. I'm
Yep.
wondering if there is, because I know that I saw a post, and I'm trying to remember. I've been on the computer on and off in the car for a couple of days now, so it's like all a blur. But there was a post about that you posted, like you're saying your goals, and you were saying it's one thing to speak them out loud, it's one thing to write them down, but to write them down in a post, even if it's a closed group, but to have all the rest of us know what each other's are and to hold each other accountable. Could we do something like that? Maybe?
Yeah, we could definitely do something like that. Actually in the Fit for Summit group, Lauren started one, and everybody kind of wrote their goals in there by the end of the year and by next summit. So we can definitely do that for sure.
I wanted to plan with my success partner before I posted mine, because I didn't want them to be like ridiculous. So.
Well, don't let your success partner dictate your goals though. You know what I mean? And that's why we're trying to match people up with people that have the same sort of goals, but don't let them hold you down.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Hi, Brooke. It's Stephanie. I have a question about Super Saturday.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to find the post, but I can't find it at all. I guess when or where is it and what time?
It is at the Springfield, I think it's the Marriott, and it's 9 to 11 a.m. 9 to 1.
Okay.
I can tag you in the post.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else?
Well, real quick, who all's going already that knows they're already going? So I'm going to get excited about it, who I'm meeting.
Hell yeah. Kristen, Natalie, she's new. You haven't met her. My mom
Yay!
her. Carrie's coming. Elisa's coming. Mandy, you coming
I have to get married.
this weekend?
Are we not talking about Summit? Sorry.
No, we're talking about Saturday.
Oh, I don't have a car, so no. We have one car, and my fiance has to take it to DC for work on Saturday.
He's bringing it to DC? He can bring you to us.
Yeah, I might be able to do that. His parents are coming, though, to bring his car back because it broke down when we were at home last weekend. So I have to be here to – I'll see what I can work out.
Okay.
And I'm driving up, so if you need a ride, I got to go through Fredericksburg.
Yeah, it'll just depend on what I need to do, like, with his parents. So we'll talk.
Okay. Call me.
Call me. Yeah, so cool. All right, well, events are awesome. Definitely get there if you can. Sarah and Heather are going in Charleston. I know that. Do you have other people going with you? You have to unmute.
I don't think we're having other people come with us.
Okay.
She posted about it on our team page, and nobody was able to go.
Okay, cool. Well, you guys have fun.
Yeah, ours is special. It's on Sunday.
That'll be your first event. That's exciting. Take lots of pictures. Post them for us.
Will do.
Awesome. All right, girls. Well, have fun. And let me know if you have any questions. Elisa, do you have any questions since you're like brand new and this is like information overload?
Yeah, I think I'm going to need to probably kind of look over everything that I've taken notes on tonight, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah, we can have like our own call and like rewind and go over stuff. So yeah, definitely. All right, guys, 9 more days in July, so let's rock it out. All right, good night.
Good night.